Sorry, I just want to make sure I was focused there. One of the biggest problems that I see with people who are looking to start an online business, it's fear related, but it's usually these two things. And it's the fear of being seen or judged, right? What people might say about you on the internet or just in general. And then there's the even greater fear, which is the one that blocked me, and I didn't realize it until after it happened, which was the fear of success, actually living up to it. Like, what if I actually pull this off? I'm going to address both in this video today, and by the end, you'll have some good methods to work through this, because I can tell you that no matter what I say, no matter how many podcasts you listen to or YouTube videos you watch or books that you read, you will never get over this. It is a real thing. It'll follow you around, but we can make it from feeling like it's a 300-pound gorilla on your back to like a little gnat on your shoulder, and you can just flick it off, right? That's what I'm going to do here today. I've suffered from both of these. I still do in a way, and I've helped hundreds of people work through this, right? So let's talk about the first one, right? You want to start an online business, or you just want to start a business in general, and you're stuck, right? You might be stuck in research mode or all the overthinking stuff, which a lot of us get to, but it really kind of boils down to, I don't want anybody to find out. I don't want to be seen. I don't want someone to say something bad about me. And I want you to think about that. If you said that to yourself before, you said that to somebody, it's fear of being seen, the fear of being judged. And it's very real, but it's a very, very real selfish act, because you don't care about the other person. You truly don't. You're not concerned about what they are going to say or not say. You're concerned about how you feel, how what they will say will make you feel. So that is a selfish act in and of itself. This is all selfish. It's all about you. You're making it about you, how I'm going to feel about it, what's going to happen to me. You are not at all worried about what the person is saying on social media, in the comments, right? Or maybe they'll take it a step further and DM you. I've had people say absolutely awful things to me on social media. Literally, someone told me to burn in hell. I hope you burn in hell, was what they said to me. Probably the worst comment that I've ever had. And I've had ones that were pretty awful too, but I'm thinking about that. And I just laughed. I was like, wow, I really triggered that person. And that's really all it is. It has nothing to do with me. I can choose to take that personally, right? I can be selfish and say that's about me, or I can just say, you know what, that's their problem. That's that person's problem. They're having a rough day or whatever it is, and they happen to see my video, watched it, and made a decision and made a choice. And maybe they feel better about it, that they got that out of their system. Maybe they're a little less angry. I don't know. But I take the power away from that person, and I don't make it about me. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. That person does not care about me. They don't. And when you think about that, it's the truth. They're going to forget about me in 10 minutes. They're going to forget about you in 10 minutes. And they're going to be pissed off about the thing that they were mad about. And you are letting that scenario that is highly unlikely to happen, or the frequency of it happening is very, very small. You're letting that run the show, and you're letting that stop you from making content or starting a business or posting anything. And it's really, really ridiculous when you think about it. If you're sitting here watching this, you're like, Brian's right. I'm making it about me. And again, those people do not care about you. They don't care about you. They don't care about your family. They don't care about the people you're trying to help. Most of the people in an online business, if you're starting an online business, you're not going to be saving millions of people. You're not going to be helping millions of people. You are trying to get to X number of individuals. And let's say that's 1,000 people. You're going to have to sift through a lot of people who are not going to be your clients, who don't care about what you have to offer to get to those 1,000 people. And that's what I think about all the time, is I'm looking for the 1,000 people. Now it's more for me, but set that number for you that I want to help, and everybody else is just in the way, and they're not going to care about my message. They're going to see it. They're not going to care about it. And some of them will say bad things about me. Some of them won't say anything and still say bad things about me. to themselves, or maybe they'll show their spouse, or maybe they'll show their partner or anyone and be like, hey, look at this guy in his blue shirt and his glasses saying all this stuff about how you can start your online business, or, talking about imposter syndrome. Is like, this guy's a fool. It's like, whatever. Okay. And your point is, this is the thing that really helps a lot of the folks that I work with is, let's just say somebody said that about you. Think about the worst thing, because normally it's, I don't want anyone to say anything bad about me, and then they stop there. Like, that's the fear, that's where it ends. It's like, well, we'll take it a little bit further. And then what? Well, what will happen? If, like, use my example. Somebody told me to literally burn in hell. I hope you burn in hell. And okay, what happened? What happened there? Okay, so for about 30 seconds, I looked at it and I was like, wow, that's pretty terrible. I thought about taking the video down. I really did. And I didn't, because it's just one person. And other people were upset about that video too, because they didn't understand it. And I looked at the comments and I just said, you know what? The message is not clear here. That's on me. It has nothing to do with them. And they were reading it the wrong way. So I adjusted it. And then I eventually actually took that video down because the context was bad. But immediately when that happened, I didn't take it down. But I didn't take it personal in terms of, wow, this person really wants me to die. It's like, no, they don't. They're just mad. They're mad at their situation. And the video was the trigger. All right. So the easiest way for me to help you work through this is like, you're not that big of a deal. Quit making yourself that big of a deal in these other people's lives that don't care about you. They don't care about you, your family, your business, your clients, your dreams. Quit making it about you. That's what you're doing. Selfish act. Okay, the other one, which this was what it was for me, is this fear of actually pulling it off, this success, right? Like, hey, what if this thing that I'm going to embark on, this journey that I'm going to go down, online business, I actually pull it off and I get a bunch of clients and I make money and I'm able to leave my job and I get everything that I want or close to it. It's like, whoa, now I got to live up to it. That's heavy. That was what happened to me and I sabotaged the whole thing. And I'll walk through this example here. And I didn't realize that it happened until after I did it. So listening to this part of the video is going to be really important for you, and it could save you some heartache here. So I was in a 25-year corporate career. I worked for the same company for 17 years. I was in sales. I was a sales guy. And I was pretty good at it. I wasn't the best in the world, but I was pretty good at it. And I was earning good income. But I wanted out because I saw that my income was going to be capped. The older I got, like, there was only so much money I was going to be able to make. And I wanted more, right? Just like a lot of us do, we want more. And I started a business after so many failed attempts. And by failed means I just gave up. I quit. I didn't give it a worthy shot. So 26 side hustles, that's what I'm known for. Quit them all, 14 years. The 27th one worked. It was a real estate business that I had started, and I did really well with it. I got a coach. I got into a mastermind, and I followed all the steps, and I did all the things they said, and it worked, and I got out. And I started to make more money. Like, I was getting checks that I was never used to getting in my 9 to 5. And I was like, whoa, this is kind of wild here. I'm making, a lot of money here. And that started to get really big for me and feed my ego. And I started saying yes to a lot of things. It's like, okay, I'll do a little bit of coaching. I'll start a podcast. I'll do some sales consulting. I was doing too much. And I was just kind of riding the high when I just forgot about what got me there, which was doing the real estate deals. And it just got too big for me. And it's called Upper Limiting. There's a great book that was written by Gay Hendricks. It's called The Big Leap. I highly recommend it. It's one of my top 5 books. I recommend it to all of my clients. And we get to a certain level, right? So we get to a certain level right here, upper limit, and we don't think we feel worthy of being here. So we self-sabotage ourselves. And that's exactly what I did. Like, I didn't think that I deserved to go any higher. And I was like, ooh, this is getting too big for me. I got to live up to this. I got all these people looking up to me, and all these, I had people working for me, and it was just really, really a lot. And all these people wanted my attention. They wanted a piece of me. And I blew it up, and I didn't realize that I was blowing it up. And I was blowing it up by doing all these other things, taking on all these other projects and saying yes to everything. And it was because I was afraid of the success of living up to it. And I didn't realize until after that. So I had basically brought myself down to the level that I was comfortable with. And that's okay. It happens. I can share that with you now. When I tell the story, it brings up some old stuff because I still run through that now. When I get to a certain level in my business, I always think it's like, okay, how can I get higher than this? Can I go higher than this? And that just takes a lot of mindset work and a lot of resilience and something that I'm always working on. It's like the reason that I teach mindset so much is because it never goes away. And there isn't anyone who has it figured out. And if you think you have it figured out, then you're the one who needs it because no one has it figured out. I don't either. I'm still afraid to charge people. I'm not afraid to ask people for money, but I still feel a little weird about it, right? Because we're conditioned to do that. We're conditioned to work for money, get paid by our bosses, right? Work a 9 to 5, be in our comfort zones, just like do the things over and over. When we take it online and we're the ones sending the invoices, it feels a little bit different. So those are the two biggest things I see. They never go away, but awareness is huge. So when you understand that it's happening to you or that it could happen to you, you have a much greater chance of moving through it. Like I said, the visual that I created was, that elephant or that gorilla on your back that's holding you down. Eventually, it's like a little gnat on your shoulders. But like, oh, yeah, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I'm just going to flick that off. Like, people are going to say things about you no matter what you do. The judgment is coming. It's not ever going to stop. You watching this video, I guarantee you there's somebody judging you right now. You're judging me. You're looking at me and saying you're making a decision about me. And there's really not a lot I can do about it. I just continue to show up and deliver the message. And that's the advice that I want to give to you is you look for the 1,000 people or your people that you're looking to help because you know you can help them because you have a skill or you have a problem that you solved for yourself and you want to help other people do it. You hone in on them because those people are not going to judge you. Those are the ones that are going to validate you and say, yes, you helped me do this thing and I'm willing to pay you for it. And those people exist. If you can get over the fear of worrying about the people who will never buy from you. And that's where all the attention, we love to put all the attention on them when in reality, we're giving them the power and we're putting the attention on us because it is a selfish act. And I just leave you with, they don't care about you. Nobody cares about you. You're not that big of a deal. And I don't mean that to say like you're not special, you're not important, because you are, but you're not that big of a deal to them. They have already forgotten about you. There are people who are going to watch this video right here and they're going to click it off, even if they make it to the end, and they're going to forget all about Brian. They're never going to see me again. There's going to be a handful of people that watch this that really connect with the message. And that's who I'm talking to. That's what I continue to do. I'm not concerned whether or not this particular video gets 1 million views or 100,000 views or 10,000 views. That's not what I'm concerned about. Do I want that to happen? Yes, I do. But I'm not going to be upset if it doesn't happen. Because what I'm doing is continuing to show up and look for the people that I know need to hear this. And if only 60 people watch this video and a handful of them react, then I've done my job. And I will continue to be here next week and the week after that and the week after that. And when you do that for a long period of time, it stacks, it compounds, and that gorilla or the big elephant starts to become the gnat. I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.